Hello everybody, this is Chuck, and we're going to go part 2 of our video of 8 rules for success. I gave you the first 3. I hope you enjoyed them. I did appreciate the feedback that I got, and also wanted to tell you how much I appreciate that I get to do this with you, for myself, to dig into archives, to read current subscriptions, to look at things that are relevant, and to focus on leadership. Everything to me evolves around leadership, and all great companies are always going to be based upon leadership, and all individual successes are going to be about self-leadership and discipline and focus and commitment, all those things. And I like talking about those things because there's no mystery to me as to why people have success. So here we go. Number 4, assume nothing and always ask questions. You know the act for saying when you assume, you make a blank out of you and me, right? First 3 letters, you can figure that out. You have to ask questions. Don't assume it's going to be there tomorrow. Don't assume I thought you guys were going to do it. Don't assume it was under control. Ask questions, because that's going to lead to success. But when you assume, it leads to trouble more times than not. Pretty simple, easily defined. Number 5, make peace with the past or you'll pay for it. This is huge. So many people are holding on to problems that happened last week, last month, even if they were unresolved, but it's like a ball and chain around your leg as you can't move forward because you're still too tied up in the past. You have to let that go. It's not me preaching in a way that you say, well, Chuck, I've heard that before. No, it's about your leadership. That if you're going to lead, you got to look at what you have is today and the future. You don't have yesterday, it's gone. It's whatever learning lesson you got from that, you got to get it and move on. But if you're going to hold on that somebody said something to you 2 weeks ago, or somebody promised you something that hasn't happened yet, and that's keeping you from moving forward, that's going to hurt you. Let it go. Get rid of that past. It will serve you no positive purpose whatsoever. Next, stop thinking so much and start doing. Oh, this is so true. So many people can't start until everything is perfect. I'll start after my desk is clean. I'll start when so-and-so comes back from vacation. I'll start when I get done reading this book. It's always reasons why you'll start sometime in the future as opposed to right now. Things don't have to be perfect to start. But you got to be a doer. Start. I said it yesterday in the first video. One of my favorite sayings is, if it's going to be, it's up to me. This falls in line with that as well. You need to make things happen, but start. Don't think about it. Just do it. Go to work. Have some fun. When it's so important that you get that point before I go on, because I was thinking about 2 more stories and I'm smiling, but you kind of get the point. 7, never compare yourself to others. I get in trouble with this. Maybe you do. Sometimes I like to think about where I am and how I see my personal development, my personal life. Sometimes with finances, people make more money than me, or they've made more money than me. Why don't I have what they have? Why don't I have the beach house? Why don't I have these vacations? Whatever it may be. I can get caught up and I got to get out of that. That's stinking thinking. I need a checkup from the neck up. And get rid of that, because we've all had successes, and our success compared to another success are totally different stories, totally different paths, the people we get to influence. But you just become the best version of you every day. You just become the best you could be that day. If you're caught up in comparing yourself to the Joneses, if you're comparing to the next door neighbor who has it all, that's a mistake. You just be the best you can be. And I always like to say, keep it light. Just make somebody smile every day. Do your job well. If you do your job well, you're going to be well respected. And appreciate those relationships that you build. Make someone smile every day. Just compare yourself to you. And if you want to compare yourself to anything, compare yourself to you yesterday. Today, you have to be a little bit better than you were yesterday, based upon what you learned yesterday, right? You know more today than you did yesterday. I guarantee you do. You learned some things yesterday. All that you read, all that you heard, all that you've seen, all those things influenced your ability to think and process today. That's all. Pretty simple. And number 8, teach others what you know. This is the ability of age. I can learn from a 30-year-old. I can learn from a 20-year-old. But if I'm talking to a 60 or 70 or 80-year-old person who's had some success and they're leaders, I guarantee you they've done some things that I need to hear. My ears are wide open. And I love, obviously, teaching, sharing, telling. And the idea is that you need to teach what you know. My father-in-law said to me 40 years ago, remember this, you're paid for what you know, not for what you do. And there's a lot of truth to that as you get older, because you can share your knowledge with a lot of people, and people want that knowledge. They want that information. I often say, just keep sucking the information. Leaders are readers, and you got to keep drawing information. But share what you know. So if you're a veteran in the company, share it with the younger staff. Help them out. And as you're talking to people outside the industry, it's always good to share what you know, and they share what they know. That's how we grow. But don't hold it all in. It's not going to help anybody. So I hope these 8 points make a difference to you. None of these things by themselves are game changers, but it's just a continual flood of information coming your way about leadership, how to be the leader within you, how to be the leader outside of you, how to be the leader for your company. And if you keep getting information, some of that stuff's going to stick, and you're going to start moving in that direction. So until the next time, you have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.